Have you ever wondered how a tiny oyster creates one of the most beautiful and valuable gemstones in the world? Pearls have fascinated humans for thousands of years. They have been worn by kings, queens, and wealthy merchants. Unlike diamonds, rubies, and other gemstones that are mined from the earth, pearls are created by the living organisms. Today, we will explore the complete science of pearl culture and discover how pearls are formed, how pearl farming works, and why this remarkable process is considered one of the nature's greatest wonders. Let's begin. A pearl is a hard, rounded object produced inside the soft tissue of certain mollusks, particularly oysters and mussels. Pearls are composed mainly of calcium carbonate in microscopic crystalline forms. These crystals are arranged in layer and held together by protein called conchiolin. The combination of these materials produces the beautiful shine known as luster, which makes pearls so attractive. To understand pearl formation, we first need to understand pearl oysters. Pearl oysters belong to the phylum Mollusca and class Bivalvia. Bivalves are aquatic animals with two shells joined by a hinge. Examples include oysters, clams, and mussels. Pearl oysters live in marine environments where they filter water to obtain food. Inside the shell lies a delicate tissue called mantle. The mantle is extremely important because it secretes the shell material and plays the central role in pearl formation. For many years, people believed pearl formed when grains of sand entered an oyster. Although this idea is popular, it is not entirely correct. In reality, pearl formation usually begins when a foreign particle, parasite, or piece of tissue becomes trapped inside the oyster. Since the foreign material may irritate the soft tissue, since the foreign material may irritate the soft tissues, the oyster responds by protecting itself. The mantle starts secreting nacre around the irritant. Nacre is also known as mother of pearl. Layer upon layer of nacre is deposited over time. Eventually, a pearl is formed. This process may take several months or even years depending on the species and environmental conditions. Natural pearls are extremely rare. In nature, only a small percentage of oysters produce pearls. Even among those, very few produce pearls of high quality. Because natural pearls are rare, humans develop techniques to cultivate pearls artificially. This gave rise to pearl culture. Pearl culture is the process of inducing pearl formation under controlled conditions. The modern pearl culture industry began in Japan during the late 19th and early 20th centuries. One of the most famous pioneers was Mikimoto Kokichi. The modern pearl culture industry began in Japan during the late 19th and early 20th century. The process of pearl culture begins with selecting healthy oysters. Farmers choose oysters that are free from disease and capable of producing high quality pearls. These oysters are grown in clear water with suitable salinity, temperature, food availability. After reaching the appropriate size, oysters undergo a delicate surgical procedure. A small spherical nucleus is inserted into the oyster. This nucleus is often made from shell material. Along with nucleus, a small piece of mantle tissue from a donor oyster is also inserted. This donor tissue contains cells capable of producing nacre. After implantation, the oyster is returned to the water. The healing process begins immediately. The mental tissue surrounds the nucleus and form a pearl sac. These pearl sacs continuously secrete nacre around the nucleus. Over time, layer upon layer accumulates. Gradually, a cultured pearl develops. The oysters are carefully monitored throughout this period. Pearl farmers regularly clean the shells and inspect the health of oysters. Environmental conditions must be maintained carefully. Poor water quality can affect pearl growth and quality. The pearl growing period may range from several months to several years. Once the pearl reaches the desired size, harvesting begins. The oyster is opened carefully. The pearl is removed and evaluated. Not all pearls are equal. Several factors determine pearl quality. The first factor is luster. Luster refers to the brilliance and reflectivity of the pearl surface. High quality pearls exhibit sharp reflections and a bright glow. The second factor is the surface quality. Pearls with fewer spots, scratches, or defects are considered more valuable. The third factor is shape. Perfectly round pearls are usually the most expensive. However, irregular shape are also highly prized for unique jewelry designs. The fourth factor is color. Pearls occur in variety of colors including white, cream, pink, silver, gold, and black. Different species produce different colors. The fifth factor is size. Larger pearls generally command higher prices because they require more time and resources to produce. Pearl farming has a significant economic importance. It generates employment opportunities and contributes to the local economies. Many coastal communities depend on pearl cultures as a source of income. The industry supports farmers, technicians, traders, exporters, and jewelry manufacturers. In addition to economic benefits, pearl farming can contribute to the environmental sustainability. Since oysters are filter feeders, they help improve water quality by removing suspended particles. Healthy oyster farms can support marine biodiversity and ecosystem stability. However, pearl cultures also faces challenges. Diseases can affect oyster population. Pollution can reduce water quality. Climate change can alter environmental conditions and impact pearl production. Farmers must continuously adapt to these challenges. Scientists are also conducting research to improve pearl culture techniques. Modern biotechnology helps identify superior oyster strains. Researchers study genetics, disease resistance, and environmental management to enhance pearl quality and productivity. Today, pearl cultures represent a remarkable combination of biology, aquaculture, and technology. It demonstrates how understanding natural processes can lead to the sustainable industries that benefit both people and environment. From a tiny irritant inside an oyster to a magnificent gemstone admired around the world, the journey of pearl is truly extraordinary. Next time you see a pearl necklace or a pearl jewelry, remember that each pearl is the result of years of biological activity and careful human management. It is a perfect example of how nature and science can work together to create something beautiful. Thank you for watching. If you enjoyed this video, please like, share, and subscribe to our channel ZooSphere for more fascinating content on zoology, aquaculture, wildlife, and biological science.